Good day everyone. Back with something new this time. Decided just start full Monster Hunter World and give her a go. So we've started a new character. We're just out of the 40 minutes of opening cutscenes and nonsense. So I spared you all that. We're just about to embark on our first quest. You can see we're going to be embarrassing insect glaive users all across the globe. So let's have at it. Probably not going to be too long of a stream this time. Getting quite a late start because I may or may not spend way too much time on character creation. Shouldn't need any of that.
行くか。ああ。気をつけろよ。攻撃するときは武器を構えろよ。納刀時と抜刀時ではできることが変わる。何かを調べたりアイテムを使ったりするときは武器をしまうのが基本だ。蜂蜜があるな。これがあれば回復薬グレートを調合できる。Besides
insect glaive, we might tinker around with live border, so might grab some of these as well.
目的のジャグラスです。さあ、お前一人の力でやってみろ。でないとこの先生き残れない。
How slowly early bugs are. Give it the old car. That will make much use of these parts, but you never know. Should have grabbed the bone pile over here. Most important thing to do starting out here, whether it was base world or now Iceborne, crack into this bugger right here, get some iron ore, upgrade your iron weapons. For melee they're the ones with the highest sharpness, whereas foreign weapons, so from the bone pile over here, for upgrades, are more blunt, or rather higher base raw damage, but less sharpness. One thing you'll learn though, at least with the quicker hitting melee weapons, they really eat through the sharpness. One good thing about a slow bug is it increases the damage of your descending thrust quite a bit.
よし、帰ってじいちゃんに報告するぞ。 帰ってじいちゃんに報告するぞ。 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 帰ってじいちゃんに報告す
Still gonna go out here. Maybe do a bit of mining. Should be a node right here. It's been a very long time since I played this game. It's one of my absolute favourites, but it is sometimes. Get tied up doing other things. Skip the jibber jabber.
相棒、二期団の親方さんが呼んでました。加工屋に行ってみませんか?
Oh, that's nice. Give us quite a bit of money to start out with. Go and talk to the last here.
お疲れ様です。
Just telling you about the gathering up. Every town location has their own. Well, I should take that back. The research center doesn't. I don't think it does. I don't recall one. Rarely go there though. If you didn't start your character at creation with the defender or guardian armor, whatever you want to call it, you can get it there. It's just teaching you how to upgrade your equipment and go do this sort of thing. But we're going to do something a bit different. Something that was added in Iceborne is a new, sort of an alternate iron tree with defender weapons, which as you can see by the stats over here, are quite a bit tougher than the iron ones. Not to mention a lot more sharpness. We've already got this thick green bar there, whereas it's going to be a while with iron or foreign weapons before we get anything resembling green, let alone that much green. Also comes with a lovely blast element. That's some decent bonus damage on your procs. And the speed boost on your Kinsect. That's pretty much your go-to. Always good to get your buffs as quickly as you can. So we're gonna crack that out. Equip it. It looks the exact bloody same as the iron one, so no fanciness there. And to upgrade it, we need a mysterious red scale type drop. Luckily, we know what that is. And it gives you some early stuff to upgrade with. Insect wise, we're going to be sticking with the cold drone line because there are basically 3 meta insects in the game. And well, the most commonly used one is through this line. We go up to that here, and down to Wind Chopper, which should be this. Then Pseudocarp tree eventually. Basically, there's each insect. They have. Let's go and upgrade this. They have levels: power, that's how much damage they do, as one might expect. Speeds, how zippy they are, and heal, basically how much. Wow, they're pretty much self-explanatory. And the levels can go up to, I'm pretty sure the highest level is 20 for each of the 3 categories. And there are 2 insects, once fully upgraded, they can go all the way to 20 speed, which is obviously the best speed you can get. And one of them is a sever type, which is good for breaking monster parts, or rather cutting them. And then there's one that's blunt. So those 2, depending on whether you want you some stuns, or you need help cutting tails and the like, snipping wings. You can swap between those. Before long we'll be able to slap an element on there as well. It's neat to say glaive user. It's always good to have. So say we go the Pseudocarp route, you'd want one of each element. So fire, ice, lightning, dragon, you get the idea. And then the other one is actually a bit unique because it's quite slow, but it has the highest power rating. And it's basically for spamming Descending Thrust. This is all min-max speedrunner-y type stuff, but it's handy to keep in mind. Okay, let's talk to this lad. Learn about the lost expedition party. These, by the way, are only good if it says trade-in item. All it's good for is selling. So that's lovely. Yep, got you. Some ammo. Okay. I think they flew it around long enough over here. I'll just talk to the Chungus cat. So you always want to keep up with these canteen quests that he gives, that he and other chefs give, because they unlock ingredients. A lot of handy things. Some people are people can be bad to overlook the canteen and how useful it is. It's basically your bestiary over here. You can look at what you've hunted, what you've spotted before, learn about their weaknesses depending on how much knowledge you've gathered of them, what kind of parts they can drop. Very handy. Alright. She's just letting you know you can grab quests, you don't have to run to the
私が
handler.
求めているものと同
To
じ内容
embark
な
on a
ので
quest, you can
安
just
心
use one
して
of those
受注
boards
してくださ
instead
い
of talking to her. Main quest, though, typically, to begin with, trigger from talking to her, though. So we'll see how that goes. I forget what you get from that one. This is... Oh, that's available already. You like Great Jagras stuff. It's a good way to get parts doing that quest. We'll go ahead and do the next main quest first. Then we'll take care of the side quests. Obviously, as the completionist that I am, I'm going to be clearing all the optionals. Now, when it comes to farming and stuff in low and high rank, we probably won't do that too much because frankly the defender armor carries you all the way through high rank. Defensively at least, you're not going to be doing as much damage as you could because it doesn't have any offensive skills on it, but no sense in wasting the time when, as soon as you get to master rank and grab a master rank weapon, all of a sudden you're just melting everything, so it just speeds up. You can go back to high rank and grind your heart's content a lot quicker. So in harder quests, always make sure to eat at the cantina before you go to embark on a journey. But we're just starting out here, so there's no real need. These are easy little tutorial quests, pretty much.
今回の目的はケストドンの指定数討伐です。
行くか。
Just make sure to check your supply box. Incidentally, a handy little thing for you to, if you're interested in bow guns at all, basically hold on. Just go ahead and store all those.
こっちだ。
Those as well. So the reason we're doing this is because you can get new ammo out of lower rank quests in the supply box every bloody time.
こっちだ。
Same with empty vials if you're a bow user. Now, let's go ahead and this is fine. We'll actually register that as the loadout. So basically, you can just go in here, grab everything in the box. It's free ammo. Grab us a little pet for kicks and giggles. We have some more herbs. That's how our potions.
こっちだ。いたぞ。あれがケストドンだ。 今回も一人でやってみろ。
As you might expect, they have quite the hard hits. Alright, that's not what I guessed it. It's not to know. Let's go ahead and carve these.
よし、他の群れも探すぞ。ケストドンは小型のモンスターだ。森には大型モンスターも生息
Let's
してい
have
る。
the maternity.
気をつけろよ。
Sure. We
モンスター、
look down
環
at.
境生物、狩りに利用できるもの。周囲をよく見て覚えておけよ。
Near where I was finishing mining in the last quest. Speaking of mining, I was the wrong one. Actually, this is a good spot to keep in mind, though. No, there it is. Wait, this isn't it. Never mind. So, right there, that little peninsula right there.
こっちだ。
During morning time and dusk, there'll be a very shiny beetle that pops up on a log over there. You can catch for a pet. It's rare spawn. Oh,
ああ。気をつけろよ。
no marlin.
Kesto donの調査は完了だな。来てくれ。
That's easy enough.
ここに痕跡がある。
See how long we can loot over here before he teleports us over to him. There's really no reason to carve them too much. Yeah, there he goes.
ここだ。ケストドンか。様子がおかしいな。行くぞ。
わかりました。
So then there should
新
be
た
a
なターゲ
free
ットを緊
track
急設定。
that we can
ドスジャグラスを狩猟してください。
base.
準備ができていなかったら一度拠点に帰ってドスジャグラスのクエストを受注できますよ。
行くか。
Skid marks over here.
メニューで救難信号を発信すると仲間に助けを求められる。手強い相手は仲間と協力して挑めよ。
Needleberry make spread
で
ammo,
きるだけ
as you
集
can
めろ
see.
と。特徴を覚えたシルベムシが対象へ誘導
Wiggly
してく
Litchi.
れる。いいぞ。
You
順調
can
に見
find
つけてるな。
those on little logs every now and then. They basically give you supercharged stamina regen for a bit. Blue mushrooms are a very valuable crafting material for medicines and the like. You'll definitely want to grab
痕
those
跡
when
も
you
十
can
分
find
集ま
them.
ったな。シルベムシがドスジャグラスまで案内してくれるぞ。
Oh, it's over there. Let's go and sharpen our weapon here. Kestodon eat through the sharpness pretty quickly if you hit them in the noggin. Nice shroom. Good for making bombs. Alright.
ロックオンカメラを使えばモンスターを見失わずに済むぞ。これはスリンガーの弾に使えそうだな。離れた場所に撃つことができるぞ。モンスターの動きが止まった。今がチャンスだ。標準モード中もスリンガーに切り替えられる。スリンガーで発生する音を利用すればモンスターの気を引くことができるぞ。
Just magged him an extra time.
要注意だ。フローの安易な
Silly,
視点は
haven't
控えた方がいいな。
モンスターが怒っています。強力な攻撃に気をつけてください。
攻撃を回避するんだ。まともに食らわないように注意しろよ。よし、帰ってじいちゃんに報告しよう。
But a red bit stun. Low fin can be used for water ammo. Elemental ammo can be pretty fun. Speaking of elements, so if you play this game, one thing you'll notice, your insect glaive users and your multi-blade hounds sometimes like to dance through the air a lot, which is, you know, all well and good and fun. Unfortunately, your damage is abysmal when you do that. With the exception of the descending thrust, it actually hits like a truck, as you probably noticed, especially with a slow bug. However, if you really adore the airborne style, the best bet for it, see what they did is, typically with the melee, if they have fast strikes, it means, oh, the elemental version of the weapons must be pretty decent since you're getting that many more procs of the elemental damage. Since you're having such a high number of hits. Unfortunately, the way the motion values work out, which is basically where you get your damage from, the elemental motion values of your ground-based combat, which is your highest DPS as an insect glade, are pretty poor. And they gave the aerial attacks higher elemental multipliers. Unfortunately, not quite high enough. So they still come out quite a bit high behind just staying on the ground or using descending thrust. Or more accurately, a mix of both. Of course, play it on your own, that's no worry. It's like, oh, I find it fun, I don't mind if hunts take a bit longer. But do keep in mind, if you're matching up with a random group, you might want to think of them a little, be a bit more efficient.
ああ、行くか。キャンプ設立が進み次第、プケプケの狩猟を行うぞ。
調査資源管理所はどこかな。
Divisions manager.
やだ、助かる。よろしく。
Okay, and grab all of these.
じゃあ探索に行こう。門まで来てくれ。よろしく。今俺たちがいるのが調査拠点だ。この地図で探索したい場所を選んでくれ。今回の目的地は古代樹の森だな。お前がお前の力で道を切り開けば。
So, interesting thing is you can quickly go on expeditions, which are sort of free hunts, just from the map itself, without having to go to a board. Alternatively, you can just walk out the exit over there. Pretty neat. Okay, looks like... The reason I checked the map like that is to better see the little yellow exclamation points.
そういやよ。それじゃあな。
Nah, they give you the quest to learn the clutch claw. It's a bit of a tedious one though, so I'll spare you watching me do it, and I'll just do it off stream sometime. Instead, we'll go. Post new quest. Optional. Let's go ahead and do that. And on we go. These easy little quests, little gather quests, can be quite a fun, leisurely waste of time.
このクエストは素材の入手、納品が目的です。
Do be aware
まずは
though
目的の素材を探しましょう。
the quest will end immediately as soon as you grab all the necessary parts. In this case we need shroom cap, mushrooms. These are grey Jagras prints. Although amusingly enough, I've never seen one actually walk through there. These are really handy because they give you a big heal. Take this path over here to the left, as opposed to the area we went before. Lovely little side path. Nice view. These little buggers. Oh. Where'd they go? Actually, catchable. Just joking, one of them is a crown. It's kind of funny. You don't want to shoot your claw at things because you'll accidentally kill them. My muscle memory seems to be all my button configuration with ranged weapons as opposed to melee. Oops. Oh, he's a Gajal. They have some useful parts for you. Well, they can have some useful parts for you. Handy little turret. Now if you kick them, they spew out this dust that paralyzes whatever breathes it, so you can lure a large monster over here, kick the turret, skedaddle, and as you can see, nice little trap. Wonder what type of enemies are actually. We know Jargus is around. Wonder if every new player's best friend is around. As long as I played this, almost like discovering the forest again. Remember where everything is? Ah, there we go. Now, story-wise, it's going to be a while before you find what left that. Well, supposed to be. But if we come across him, probably won't actually fight him just yet. We could. Okay, he's up there. But we can actually sequence break just a bit by smashing his face against the wall and seeing if he won't drop a scale for us. Sequence breakers, then we can upgrade our weapon again. There you go, lad. What have we? Happens. Just like that. We're good as goals. Just up here. Up here is a handy little place. It's a camp spot.
ここならキャンプを作れそうですね。
So once we
調
deliver
査資源管理所に
the
相談してみましょうか。
asked for items, we'll have a new starting area we can pick from. It's always good to discover those on each map. Is he still here? Is he still upset? Getting vulnerable once you're on the ground. Do keep that in mind. So sometimes it can be he's angry. Cool shenanigans on that.
回避行動で火を消さないとどんどん体力が減っていきますよ。
Oi, oi. Okay, he should be over here by Buka's nest. That's a total hit. So up here is a handy little spot, but hopefully I remember to actually show it to you.
モンスターが怒っている時は無理せず離れることも考えろ。しがみつき中も移動は可能。
Right, he's angry.
ただしスタミナ商品が欲しい。気をつけろ。
この隙に体勢を立て直しましょう。モンスターが気づかないうちに慎重に。
Alright, that's why my combos aren't comboing. Oh, Ash. Who asked you? There we go. Sleep angry lad. Ah, didn't quite jump like I wanted to. too bad corner here. These little buggers are another handy friend. Probably don't have much left in it, honestly. So, what you can keep track of monsters' health are those red drops like that. Typically, don't be a garbage fist, boys. Typically, if they drop 2 of them, means they're just about capturable. I believe it's 2. Certain monsters, it may be 3. But generally, if they've dropped their second pod, it's time to throw out a trap. You can also get them to drop it, but even that, softening their parts up. Okay. Oh, here's a little thing not a lot of people know about. If you jump like that, you can climb walls, for some reason. It's not particularly useful, but so. What'd you go there for? That's not your nest. Oi, oi. That's about what I thought. Lovely little flower bed. See, he's not so bad. I'm rusty as all get out. And, what how's he going here? Good bugs are another invaluable thing to grab. Should be through here actually. Oh, cool, cracker. Yeah, these joggers. All nosy. go. He should not have much left in him.
スタミナの最大値が減ってきましたね。最大値を増やしたいならこんがり肉です。
Alright, we were hunting mushrooms. Oops. Oh, he doesn't like to bully Anjana. Call that a good time. Incidentally, there's a large ladder right here. Yeah, and he's a rare spawn. Well, technically he's a rare spawn, but but he always spawns here. It's the only place he does, as far as I'm aware. Flashbacks. Gonna really love flashbacks before the game's over. I get them confused with flash flies, which are these little buggers. Oh, no, the bones are here. Did I go the wrong way? That doesn't sound like me. Scanning the Russian. Yeah, this is the wrong way, but it's fine. This is a spot you make note of. This is Rathalos' nest. He's not here right now. I'm not sure. So you'll notice it popped up a little warning sign over to the left. Yeah, right there. If we had any kind of explosive, we could blow up the dam. Or you can trigger all the lows into hitting it. And waterfall. It's a nice little trap. There's some bones and ores behind there. Nothing too spectacular. Over here, there are more flower beds. For one. But the important thing is lots of gold spikes, and it's going to be a while, probably,
ここならキャンプを作れそうですね。
to unlock
調
this
査資
one.
源管理所に相談してみましょうか。
But here's a new campsite, or another campsite. This is probably the one I come to the most when I come here, honestly. Alright. That's the two hidden campsites. Oops, shouldn't have jumped there. My bad. Alright, we'll go there on our expedition. Another gold bug. Okay, I think we've lollygagged around long enough. Let's go find those mushrooms. Shall we? Maybe I want to go. Lost nut makes sticky ammo. Toadstool makes poison smoke bombs. Well, it's one of the ingredients for making them. There are a couple. Smoke nut makes smoke bombs and then combine that with toadstool. Alright, back down here. So, there are actually some mushrooms scattered around this area.
生態マップでは現在の位置やガイド先、モンスターなどを確認することができます。
But like right there. But over here is where you find most of them. Beta bug is another invaluable. Ingredient for many medicine mixes, so I always make sure to grab those when you come across them. This is a dead end in here, but it's the nest for certain monsters. They'll lamp in here. Alright, we have that quest for small monster culling. That's why I did that. Was malice. Oh, we need two more, and lo and behold, two more showed up. We take those. Large brews make fierce ammo, which unfortunately isn't the best until you can get to rapid fire pierce. Then it's fairly nice. Slicing ammo. Slicing ammo used to be absolutely broken, but they nerfed it a couple times. It's still pretty handy though, especially if you need to snip some tails. My toadstool. So at night time up here on this log and the boat, there'll be a golden beetle right there. It's only spawns at night. Actually get all three types of beetles in the forest. Thunderbugs. Use of the lightning ammo and lightning traps. Lightning traps are typically the most common trap people end up using, but pitfalls are handy for those certain monsters that are immune to them, to the lightning traps. Good place for mushrooms out here. Just about finished them out right here. Actually, probably could finish right there, but incidentally, next quest is an expedition to find a campsite, and this is it right here. Of course, it doesn't trigger until we actually do that quest. Here is very useful, the adamant seed. Throw the toadstools away. Don't really have any need for them. Adamant seed juices up your defense. These are nice little pits right here. And oops. There's actually a rare one that can spawn. What's on earth? Toxic mucus, that's from Puke Puke. That's a couple hunts away. Incidentally, you can sling a shot onto these buggers and they can take you to little shortcuts in certain maps. They'll fly you away. Or you can kill them for winged ray guides, because certain pieces of equipment needs those. Something to keep in mind. Definitely something to keep in mind. Or how to do things. And this is the area I was talking about that has so many mushrooms. This entire area right here. I ran the wrong way. How embarrassing. I see you over there, you little turd. Okay, now that that's done. Nothing right there. No thing. I was certain we busted his face, but imagine enough things can be really annoying. Well, we go leveled up nicely.
じゃあ探索に行こう。門まで来てくれ。
よろしく。
Oh, we needed one more. That's a shame.
門から直接外に出ると探索に行けるんだ。全域マップから探索に出発することもできるぞ。
Brood wyverns are typically upright or bipedal monsters, like our giraffe. So you know what to go after. If that's what it needs, fanged wyverns, or those are your jagras and the like. Guessing those are probably like flying a bird, wyvern. Who knows? Deliveries. Okay, we can unlock that cat. Easy as. And we can do that one as well. This one's actually way ahead of time because we already killed an Anjanath, but it's fine. That's fine. Speaking of, let's go in. Here we go. We need to run up to the armory, juice up our weapon, all nice and shiny. Just a little of a jump there. Just a bit. Pretty sure we can't upgrade this yet. No. Alright. Oh dear. Let's see. Go. We'll go ahead and take a quick meal at the cantina just to shower it off. Chef's choice. It's good enough for now. Do the little cutscene where they cook for you. Let's head out. Not sure I'd rather those. Oh, it's bouquet. Or not bouquet, it's somebody else. I wonder which is close. Actually, this one might be. Actually, we need to start here. Right. Okay. So, our little kitty cat companion. There are things you can do with them. There's in expeditions though, they don't give you any supplies, so you're on your own.
俺は先に候補地に行っているか。迷ったら生態マップでシルベムシに俺を追わせろよ。クエストを受注せずに拠点の外に。
We're going to head this way.
それが探索だ。時間や
So in each map,
じっくり調査ができる。
there are a particular tribe of kitty cats and you can befriend them, and they can join you. So you have two kitties fighting with you.
こっちだ。
They also give you nice little items. Currently, Palico has the Vigor Wall Spray, which is default, nice healing item. But each of the tribes have their own little item, little tool that they can give your cat to you can pick from and allow them to use. And they're all very handy. Some more than others, of course, but very handy indeed. This lad here is going to tell us about them. So, if you know where they are, you can just run right to the place. But you can also grab the doodles to get you scat flyers, knowledgeable about them. There's that beetle again. Speaking of, if I can make it over here quick enough. That is Prism Hercudrone. Gives you a lot of points. And a pretty beetle. More doodles over here as well. Now these other little marks. So besides the... I'll grab those as well, since we're here. Getting down the knowledge. Besides the cat researcher, there's also the fisherman over here. And then the endemic life researcher for the little critters. Basically, he asks you to catch a particular type of fish for him. Being Paraxis, they're all over the bloody place. So just switch to your rod. Easy as.
Nice fishing.
So there are rewards for each of these quest lines. Pretty nice stuff. Should be some doodles over here by the mining ores, if I remember correctly. Yeah, there it is. Then my memory isn't completely gone, just mostly. Where's the other one? Thought he was over here. Must be on around. Ah, right. Just about got those maxed out. And the scat should take us right to them.
シルベムシのガイド先は生態マップから設定できますよ。
Just, nom nom somebody. Incidentally, see the gastronome tuna down there? Very large lad. But there's a second big fish that's a rare spawn, and you can tell because they have a fin that pops up above the water It's a king marlin. They're pretty rare spawns though, so keep an eye out for those. Okay, we've done our mission for fishermen, so now need to go to the Deniglyph Researcher and do her quest. She's a cheerful lass, and she wants the woodland Terex. And luckily this place is chock-a-block full of the buggers. Alright. There we go. Now the rare one is a bit bigger than the normal ones are, and it's more purple in colour as opposed to the blue green that these are. And typically over here it spawns somewhere in this vicinity. It's not super rare though, it seems to pop up pretty often. Figure wasp in that hollow log. Nice thing to keep track of. Now if we climb up here, we continue this quest, or rather we kick it off, because we discovered that campsite. However, we want to play with the kitty cats first. Various rooms. Very handy for trank bombs. You need 2 trank bombs each time you trap a monster. Or capture them rather. Get them limping, get them in a trap, trank them. So a trank bomb takes sleep herbs and ferrous rooms to make them. So do be aware of that. You're going to need a lot of them. I definitely recommend capturing all you can, because if anything else you get quests for them. Let's get us some slash breeze. Get over here where I can show you this nice little gathering spot for various healing goodies. We finished our research on the kitty cats, it seems. Yeah, incidentally the smaller bigger wasps are pets as well, you can capture them. Not too fast about it, because I've already platinumed this game. Do know that if you want to do that, you need to grab all the pets. It's actually rare, so these butterflies are also pets, but there's a rare butterfly that can pop up over here that's more black and green. Seems to mostly spawn at night in the rain, but again it's not guaranteed. Could be a bit of a thing. Blue mushrooms. On up here. Lots of good small blue mushrooms. As well as god bug. Some More doodles. Even more doodles. I'm actually wasting time picking them up now. So like they even give any points. And another adamant seed. So adamant seed and mite seeds. You'll want to collect a bunch of those. Because that's how you make your drugs. Juice up your defense, juice up your attack. But when you're handling the tough stuff, we'll go through a lot of it. Now you can actually set your scaffolds to track the cats for you now. Should have grabbed the bit bar. Grab the footprints. I was aiming for the herbs. Almost grabbed those doodles on reflex. Now, keep an eye out here because there's a flash bug there, and there should be another one up here towards the top. There it is. There you are, lad. If you'll remember, we went here. This is where Anjanath goes to take a nap. Ah, bugger. Oh, we know. So, ivy is one thing you need for pitfall traps. Basically, you need a trap tool and a net. And you make a net out of ivy and spider web. Now, we come up here. Should come across. Oh, Thunderbird. There's one of the native kitty cats to this area. And we need to follow the bugger. Always pick up honey. You will never have enough honey. It's actually a thing. Dragon Strike. That's not particularly useful for us unless you're using a heavy bowgun. Which I don't particularly care for personally, just because I much prefer mobility. Incidentally, if you haven't discovered this camp up here, following this little bugger, take us right to it. So we could have actually waited to go to this area. And there we go. Just on up here. These little lizards are pets as well, as you might expect. And now we made mates with the bug trappers. So now when we come across them in the wild, they'll help us out. And we have access to different traps. I think to start with, it's basically a flash bomb trap, a flash fly cage. Can stun enemies or knock them out of the sky with it. At least till you get to master rank. Then trouble begins. Nice Mandragora. Okay, now that we've got that accomplished, we can freely actually continue the quest. Bug trappers are the easiest tribe to befriend. Just pretty much have to find them. The others are a bit more involved to various degrees, especially the ones in particular dark, spoopy area we'll find much later in the game. Incidentally, if you want a shortcut to where field team leader is, who says you need a waterfall to leap off this cliff? It's a nice shortcut to remember, actually. It's okay, so before I said if they're bipedal, they're typically brood wyverns, but in this case, although he's bipedal, he's a bird wyvern, which should make sense. Brood wyvern, as one might expect, are more robust, stocky, large lads. So we have to take down the bugger. He's out of his territory here anyway. Where'd he go? Oh, just up north.
生態マップの全域マップを開いて調査拠点を選ぶんだ。
Now, he actually has a couple pieces of armor you might be interested in. If you're not wanting to just breeze through with the defender armor and you're wanting to actually craft some stuff before high rank or master rank. Huh? It's the orange. Stand still, you bugger. We don't have time for you at the moment. Well, I don't know. I suppose you really want to die, we can. It'd be rude not to oblige. Excuse me, spacebar. Alright, come on. There we go. It's beginning to lose hope. Aye, aye. I'm having a rough go of it this time.
攻撃を受け続けると気絶することがあります。身動きが取れなくなるので注意してください。
Okay, where'd he go? In here. Oh, bugger. Didn't register for some reason. Auto lock on.
はじけくるみはスリンガーの弾だ。モンスターをひるませやすい特性がある。
Still bug trapping songs. Those should disappear after we leave and come back. I don't think they actually start popping up after we've discovered them. Oh, it's over there. Where's your head at? Not the way I told of it. Oh, snip the tail. Never remember hitting the tail that much. Yeah, thought they'd be back that time. Oh, we actually got a tail from the tail. Oops. That won't always be the case, unfortunately. These are sleep herbs, by the way. If you're curious.
体力が低い状態での狩猟は危険です。今は回復を優先してくださいね。
Wonder if the Jagras is still here. Should be up here growling at him. Oi, get back here. What are you running away for? That was that. You're joking. Oh well. That's just unlucky. This time we ran out. Okay, where's this courier? Oh man. Didn't play well. So red bits are interesting because they I don't think he can give orange, so you're stuck with less buffs than you would probably like. Alright, red is the power buff, and watch the speed one. Why? Didn't last long, did you?
強力な弾、スリンガー貫通弾だな。届かない弱点部位も強引に狙い撃ちだ。
Why? Easy
全
as.
域マップから調査拠点に帰るぞ。
They asked you to look biggie. Alright. I think we've done as much damage as we can do on this little trip. And some wing drake just for good measure. Go mind this more. Or go mind this node over here. Just trying to say node and ore at the same time. What's that be with? Oh, we'll grab this one. Alright. What crystal? That's rare. How are we doing on our answers? Okay. Bone piles and mining outcrops. We'll try to finish those off. Then we'll wrap up. I think we'll call this stream as well. Okay, we need more and more mining ore. A node, rather. Two bone piles. Let's grab some honey here. Sneaky. Incidentally, if you see on the minimap, see how your character cursor turns purple, that means you're hidden.
うまく隠れることができていますね。このまま見失うのを待ちましょう。
So you lose track of you and they'll run away. Get bored. It's handy if you've built yourself a gathering set which obviously is not very conducive for combat. You don't want to get into a sticky situation. Actually, we're going to go into here. It's a much better place. More mining nodes. More bone piles. Spider web. Combine that with ivy, make a web. Or make a net, rather.
無事任務を達成できましたね。生態マップからいつでも拠点に戻れますよ。
All sorts of nice little goodies in here. There's a nice bone pile right there. Plenty of ore nodes. Some mushrooms. There's some bats. Those are pets as well. Even some doodles. Oh, we're actually getting quite a bit of white crystals. It's pretty lovely. Incidentally, your Palico will gather things for you as you gather stuff, so they can gather extra stuff. Yeah, I think we've just about done as much damage as we can do here. Now to return, you just return from expedition. You'll go back home. Nose bones, still no bloody veins. It's a shame. Scooting up on the research though. Lots of bounties completed. Speak to the commander.
頑張ってるか
Now speak to the
よ
commander.
くやった気を締めてかかれ
5機団初の緊急任務ですね。相棒、私のところに集合を。
Next target is Buke Buke. Go and take the opportunity to do this. Nothing in there for us. It's going to be a while before we can upgrade anymore. It will only be a weapon, honestly.
お疲れさんよろしく
Sure, he wants, yeah, more swine hide. we can already turn that in. You can fast travel using these little chains.
すごいじゃない。
There we go. Now we're all ready to go to our next mission next time. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Am I? Alright. Wait, we haven't. Never mind. So when we fight Puke, after we kill Puke, we can actually give Kitty Cat a useful weapon. So you probably go, oh, it's going to light the world on fire damage wise. However, if you give them a utility weapon, they can come in quite handy. They can inflict poison, or they can inflict paralysis. And Puke will give us access to the first poison weapon. So we'll grab that for sure. And it'll make our little friend here quite useful. But all that's for next time. So I think we'll wrap up here. I hope you enjoy. And see you then.